So as we can see, dun sa picture number 1, ang sabi ng boss is go. Ang sabi naman ng leader is let's go. So for me, hinahayaan ng boss na gawin ng isang employee na mag-isa lang. So, doon naman sa leader, um, for me, like, gusto no leader na gawin nila yung isang task na magkasabay sila para mas mabilis yung pag-accomplish ng isang task or isang bagay na kailangan nilang gawin on time. So, doon naman sa picture number 2, ang sinasabi naman ng boss is yung pagbe-blame. And sabi naman nung sa leader is fix. So, again, for me, do sa boss, bine-blame niya yung isang employee kung nagkamali man ang isang employee do sa isang bagay na kailangan nilang gawin. So, doon naman sa leader, gusto naman ng leader na gawin nila at maayos nila kung ano yung naging problema ng employee at isang leader do sa isang task na kailangan nilang gawin at the same time do sa kailangan nilang tapusin na kailangan project.
So number three in the picture provided that the difference between boss and leaders, the boss says I, so it in the achievement. So it means that boss indicate as more individualistic approach, and boss takes credits for the success and emphasizes his or her personal contribution to the achievement. Boss is seen as the sole decision maker, and the employees may feel less involved or valued. While the other hand, leader says we in a workplace achievement. So it reflects a more inclusive and collaborative approach. Leader acknowledge the collective effort of the team and recognizes the contribution of every individual involved. And it fosters a sense of teamwork, encourages collaboration, and promote a positive work culture where everyone feels valued and motivated. Commands and leader asking. So a boss giving command tends to be authoritative and directive, while leader who asks question adopts a collaborative and inclusive approach. Those affects employees' empowerment, motivation, and involvement in decision making. A leader who asks questions foster engagement, critical thinking, and problem solving among team members, creating a more inclusive work environment.
So I've chose the fifth picture. And the differences between a boss and a leader in that image is a boss is just taking advantage on his teammates, and the boss only uses them for winning or achieving something, while the leader one is helping his teammates to grow more and help them to to be successful, and that's all.
Number six, boss is takes credit and leaders gives credit. So in a workplace settings, boss takes credit for the accomplishment of their team. It reflects a self-centered approach where personal recognition and success are prioritized. Um, those behavior can undermine team morale and create a sense of resentment among the employees who feel undervalued and overlooked. And leaders who gives credits understand the importances of acknowledging and appreciating the contribution of the team members. They actively highlight the specific roles and achievements of individual publicity, praising and recognizing those individual efforts. So by giving credits, leaders foster a positive work environment that promotes collaboration, teamwork, and a sense of belonging.
And then I chose the seventh picture, and the seventh picture shows that a boss only shows something. For example, in that image, the boss only shows that um, this acrobatic thing on a paper, and he doesn't do that, you know. And the leader one is doing that, you know, and that states that the boss only just giving commands and not doing doing that particular thing. And the leader one is um, setting himself as a good example to his teammates.
Number eight, differences between boss and leader. Boss is know how it's done, and the leader is show how it's done. So let's start with boss. So boss may have an extensive knowledge and expertise in their field. They are often skilled and experienced in the tasks and responsibilities required for the job. So boss may primarily rely on their own abilities and knowledge to get things done. Also, they may be less inclined to involve or engage their team members in the process. It tends to direct and instruct their team members on what needs to be done without actively demonstrating or involving team in the process. So, boss boss is knowing how it's done without actively showing or involving others can create a sense of dependency on their expertise, limiting the growth and development of their team members. Next is the leader. Leader show how it's done. A leader not only possesses knowledge and expertise, but also actively demonstrates and show their team members how tasks are accomplished. Leaders, they lead by example and actively involves and engage their team members in the process. They encourage participation, collaboration, and provide opportunities for hands-on learning. Leader focuses on developing the skills and capabilities of their team members. They provide guidance, mentorships, and opportunities for individual to enhance their knowledge and abilities. Promotes autonomy and growth by showing how tasks are done and involving team members. Leaders promote autonomy, independent thinking, and continuous growth among their team member. So overall, bosses provide structure, direction, and stability, while leaders who inspire, motivate, and drive innovation. Both boss and leaders are roles are essential in a work organization as they complement each other and contribute to the overall success and growth of the organization.